I'm live here. I'm very excited because it's been a while, and this will be about my personal story about me living in Germany 8 years ago, having the real big dream of creating a different life for myself and realizing that I wasn't happy at all in Germany, and this is why I changed my life. And so I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about all the 8 years of everything I've gone through, and my biggest learnings through it while building up my business, while working from all the beautiful places in the world like Ibiza, Mexico and other places, and how to create the digital nomad dream life and what it made with me and how I think about it today. And the funny thing is that today I'm gonna do this live here on Instagram from Germany, from my hometown in Augsburg, and that always brings me back into all the memories of my past when I lived here, always when I'm here visiting family and friends and realizing, holy shit, the last 8 years were insane. They were so incredible, extraordinary, special, mind-blowing, breathtaking, fun, exciting. I have no even the right word for it. So if you have any kind of questions, please write in the comments. I hope you guys doing amazing. And like I said, it's been a while when I went live, and I want to use the time that I have right now here in Germany to bring you back in time with me and make you feel more connected to my personal story, to my way, to everything that just happened in the last 8 years, so you understand the journey that I've gone through and where I stand today. Long introduction, but I hope you get the point. And I'm gonna start from the very first beginning. So I lived here in Augsburg in a very small town. It's called Augsburg. It's near Munich, and there I grew up. I'm now 32, and when I was 25, something like that, 24, I studied here. I had a normal job. I worked at the bar, but I also worked online doing marketing stuff for a company. Studying my bachelor, studying my master degree in media management, event management, and different other things. And then I just really realized I'm so not happy, not at all. And everybody else was having beautiful relationships and buying their houses and whatever, settling down already and creating that perfect picture life that is how can I say, normal to live, the standard way. And I'm always felt that's not my way, that's not my life, that's not how it should be. That doesn't feel right for me. It feels like I'm stuck in a in a box that doesn't belong to me. And I'm more than this. I need to expand my horizon. I need to see the world. I need to travel. I need to meet more people. I need to experience something different, something that is really meaningful to me, something that is making something with my heart, something with passion and fueling my life with fire, and not having all the day the same routine, not all the day, every day the same job with the same people in the same town, in the same club that you're gonna go to. It's Friday night, always the same thing. So for me, that was feeling so drowning and literal, and I was fuck, I can't do it. I need to escape from here. So that's what I did basically. I quit my job in Munich. I finished my studies and decided now is the time to discover something new. So 8 years ago, I decided to go to Ibiza, which was the best decision I ever took in my life. I met amazing people. I worked for a boat party company there. Built up my own business aside. So started being a freelancer for social media activities and caring for profiles on Instagram. I had amazing clients, and so I could start having my own little thing. And from that moment on, I got more clients, and I understood how marketing works and how to attract more clients and really have an income that is stable from what I'm actually doing online. And that moment I realized I can do even more. Let's go from being self-employed to really growing a proper business. So from that moment on, I got more clients. I realized I need help. So I built up a team and we started having a social media agency. And we had amazing clients from all over the world and also really famous, well-known like personal brands and humans in Germany, but also in Ibiza and other places. And it was super exciting. It was a bunch of work, but I loved it. Through that, I could travel to Thailand, I traveled to Bali, I worked online. And back then, 8 years ago, before COVID, imagine this kind of life, like being a digital nomad, working online, it was so new, nobody did it. So I actually was kind of like the first mover, so to say, before some others were ahead of me, but it was new. And then COVID hit. And you guys already know what happened there. I mean, we could then finally start working online and all that stuff, which brought new possibilities and opportunities and also helped me and my business to grow even more. For me, like the pandemic was the best thing financially that could happen because, to be honest, that played in my cards. Like I was making a bunch of money while enjoying my life with that business. But at the same time, all the other clients that I had through the social media agency broke apart because they could not afford this anymore, doing marketing when their restaurants and when their event locations are closed down because of COVID. So we had that kind of trap. And then in that moment, we realized, wow, okay, let's switch it and work more with one-to-one coaching people that want to need somebody showing them how to market themselves better, how to use the new techniques to get more clients or promote themselves online. For example, yoga teachers, fitness trainers, health consultants, whatever, like people helping people in health and in nutrition and stuff like that. We had people from the spiritual world. We had people from the financial districts, like helping people to grow their money through the pandemic. So in that moment, we changed our target group kind of, and it just changed the whole kind of business. And from that moment on, we made 6 figures and even more, and we could not even believe it. Like, holy shit, this is amazing. Like, we're growing and growing, and we help so many people to become more free, location dependent by doing their business online, becoming more financial free through their own businesses, because now they're their own bosses and can decide about their time, the place where they do it, and how much money they earn. So for me, that was mind-blowing to help so many people. Looking back, 8 years now, we helped over 1,111 people, even more. I stopped counting. To build up something for themselves. It doesn't matter if they just wanted to have a side hustle and work a little bit aside while they're a mother and wanted, have a little bit of an income plus in the month, or having a side hustle next to their normal job, or people who said, fuck that shit, I'm out of Germany, I want to leave here, I want to escape, I want to emigrate, I want to live a tax-free life, I want to become location dependent, I want to travel the world with my laptop and doing my business from everywhere. So we had so different kind of people in that, and it makes me so happy to see now how their life is. So if I talk with my ex-clients and talk with them, hey, how is your life now? What are you doing? And they tell me, hey, we emigrated from Germany. We're living now as a family, like 6 people in Brazil, and having our own business there and enjoying ourselves in beautiful nature, surrounded by great fruits, by veggies, by nature, you know. And my kids are growing up with sunshine, with the beach, with a nice community of people that are always in a good mood. Then this makes something with me, because my work has an impact on other people's lives, and they make their lives more positive, more nourishing, more exciting, but also, more inspiring in the end. Somebody of you guys texted me, did you have experience in social media before starting working on it? Yes, I did, kind of theoretically, because before I did that, I studied event and media management. But of course, in university, you learn a lot of things that is in the theory the thing to do. But when you do it practically, you have to do a lot of different things, and you have to focus on a lot of different other topics that really matter that you don't learn in university. So yeah, I had contact with that whole world of marketing and media management and stuff like that before. That's where I come from. I worked in the radio, I worked in a marketing agency, stuff like that before. But what I had to learn for my own business, what I had to learn for my own building up my own brand, I realized I need different stuff. You know, I need the practical stuff that really matters, and that comes by doing it, by learning by doing, and also by working with the right coaches that help me to grow my social media channels and doing all the stuff necessary to build up that lifestyle. So I hope that answers the question. If anyone else of you has questions, just text me in the comments below. So this is what we built up, my team and me, and then something else happened. And then I realized, fuck, I'm repeating myself all the day. I'm telling people all the day how to promote themselves online, how to do this, how to build up a business. And I got kind of tired of my own business. I got tired of my own topic, talking about all these things all the time and just this. And then I don't know what happened also inside of me, but I felt like I need more stability. I need not so much moving around when it comes to places. I realized I want to have a kind of a home again. And I also realized how can I explain that? I want to go one layer more down and look what's under the surface, what also matters. So it's not about building a business, becoming financially free and traveling the world. It has much more to do also with fulfillment in what you do. Because I believe it really doesn't matter what you work. As long as you really enjoy the act of doing so, it will never really feel like work. So a lot of people just work for the money, then they go home and have their kind of free time, and that's it. I always wanted to have something that really drives me, really inspires me, and really gives me meaning. And I was always looking for that. So I was asking myself, now we coach so many people to become more free with their own businesses and create that location-independent, financially free life. But there's more behind it. I realized I want to help people also, aside of this, connected, to create something really driving, really fulfilling, really, really meaningful for them. And so we started coaching people to build up fulfilling businesses that also be successful. Because I believe you can have it both. But I also believe if you really love something, that you really love doing it, you also be more driven to learn more, you become better and better. And that is already the best foundation for success in the end. And if you do only something for the money, okay, you have to hustle a lot, and you will suffer along the way because you realize, I actually hate this job, I hate doing this action, but I still do it because of the money. And a lot of digital nomads, also entrepreneurs, have that. They create their own rat race, their own prison, because then in the end they do something that they actually don't like doing, but they still do it because for the freedom, because for the money. And there's nothing bad about it, but I just realized I want to help people to have it all. The fulfillment and the success. The freedom, but also the mental and physical health, the balance. And then also that arise, I hope that's English, because of my own personal journey. So I sat hours and hours in front of a laptop and in front of a phone to create content, to coach other people, to be online all the fucking time and show up for you guys here on social media. And I loved doing that, but I realized I miss being in the real world. I miss being in the physical world, doing sports, doing things I love doing, dancing, yoga, having physical contact to a human being while like really touching this person and being with them, you know. And then I realized also through the pandemic, when everybody was stuck in their houses and just connected through online media, we need more physical connection. We need to connect more in the real world again, because we lose this. And then what happened with me was, I want to build up retreats. I want to connect business with that retreat healing aspect. Let's bring it all together. And then the Created Club arises. This is my project that I have in Ibiza. It's one time a year, always once a year. And there we host workshops and like beautiful atmosphere retreat for well-being, but also for business development, for people who have already businesses and want to develop them further, evolve, grow, but at the same time detach from everyday life in calmness, focus on what's right in front of you with the people, de-stress, relax, and reconnect to what's really inside of you that wants to be created, that wants to come out of you, that really drives you, that really inspires you. And you can only realize what that is if you pause your normal life from time to time and just detach and disconnect from everyday hustle, from all the duties that we have, from all the busyness that we have. And yeah, then we started hosting retreats and day events, and I became a yoga teacher. I became a salsa and bachata teacher for starters, and I could combine all these beautiful things that I love doing, like coaching, business, marketing, with the other things that I love doing, bringing people in the physical world, in the here and now, in the present moment, through movement, through healthy food, through meditation practices and breath work and all these beautiful things that especially entrepreneurs need, or career people need in times like this, to just detach, breathe again, calmness, stillness. And from that moment on, beautiful things can arise again, and creativity can flow again. You can feel more inspired and driven after this. So that's the reason why we do retreats now. That's the reason why also I focus personally more on my health, but also helping people to do so. Because for me, you cannot be free in an unhealthy body. And I needed to realize this, unfortunately, in the beginning of this year. I was successful with my business. I had it all. I had all the freedom in the world. I could go anywhere, wherever I want. I never had to ask myself, do I have the money for this flight? Do I have the money for this apartment? I just paid it because I had it. So I was at this successful spot in my life, and then I got fucking sick. And then life taught me another lesson. So never take life and the health that you have for granted, and never hustle until you cannot hustle anymore, because life will throw you into a situation where you realize that all doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how far you've traveled. It doesn't matter how many people you've met. It doesn't matter how much money you have on your bank account. It all doesn't matter if you're fucking sick. And that's what happened to me. So the doctors didn't know what's going on. It was a hormone topic. It was with my thyroid. It was other things, autoimmune processes in my body, inflammation. Then I got diagnosed with a good brain tumor, which in the end showed up as being super small. Now it's gone. Yeah, crazy things that happened to me this year. So I went kind of from that point in my life to that point in my life, including a really bad breakup with what I thought back then was the love of my life. And I think that was one of the hardest moments, being sick. Could not work anymore properly because I could not even open a laptop anymore. I was so done. I was burned out. I was kind of depressed because I could not really work anymore, and I loved doing that. And I had nothing else that really fulfilled me. And I was sick, like basically physically fucked up. And that really taught me so much. I went from doctor to doctor. I went from therapist to coach. I went to plant medicine. I did it all. And I dedicated this whole year. If I look back now, we only have 2 months of this year left. So I'm going to proceed these 2 months like I did in the 10 months before, focusing on my health, mentally, physically, doing sports, yoga, eating healthy, having routines that help me, trying to detach from all the duties and just really realize what is my actual duty. My actual duty is to be happy and healthy, so I can also be a helpful person in the society for other people. And that just works with me being healthy. So that was my journey until here. Somebody texted in the comments, you can be uncomfortable for a period of time to have more freedom in the future, right? Yeah, 100%. I think, if you ask me, I never would say I regret anything that I did in the past 8 years focusing so much on my business. But to be honest, again, I already said it in an interview, I worked like 60, 70 hours per week while being in Thailand, building up my business from scratch. That was my first year of entrepreneurship. And to be honest, also then I went through a breakup 7 years ago. It was so bad. I sat in Thailand really 70 hours per fucking week in front of this laptop building up my dream. And it was kind of tough because I was alone in Thailand. I had nobody supporting me. Nobody really believed in me, not my family, not my friends. No, I did not have a partner. I did it all by myself. And everybody thought, yeah, in a year she's back in Germany. That's just a little period of her life. And let's see, let her do her stuff and it's okay. She'll come back eventually. And I wanted to prove them so they're wrong, that I really worked my ass off for this dream. And I wanted to prove myself, I don't need anyone, I can do it by myself, and so I did. But also, it's really exhausting to have that mindset of, I don't need anyone, I can do it by myself, I'm Miss Independent, yay! So yeah, now I proved myself I can be that person. But I also realized, I don't want to be that person. I want to be a person surrounded in community. I want to be a person in a relationship. I want to be a person who is helpful for others and they're helpful for me. I want to be someone who can ask for help and don't have to be alone all the time doing their thing, you know? So, yeah, life is a thing of periods. And to answer your question, I believe it's necessary sometimes to sacrifice something for something else. And I do believe it's important, if you want to build up a business in the beginning, to make it a priority. And it's the same with a relationship, or if you want to build up a family and get kids. If you want to have this, make it a priority. And there are different stages in your life. This year can be for your health. Next year can be priority family. The year after you build up your business, it's okay to not always have all balls like doing this and they're all in the air, you know? It's okay to focus on one thing after another. And trying to find a good balance through it. So, yeah, I sacrificed a lot in the first years of building up my business. And I have to say, I'm glad I did. Because when I got so sick this year and I realized my business is helping me through it, because it kind of kept working even though I did not work. And for, I would say, 5 months I did not work anything because I was physically so fucked up that I could not. And everything was too much. Like all the energy that I put in, I could not go live anymore. I could not do stories. I did not feel it. I was so exhausted. And I had pain through my body. I had sleepless nights, nervous tics, really crazy sensations going on. And I was not able to work anymore at that point. And I'm so glad my business really helped me through that period, because it still worked. Because if you build up a business online in a smart way, and if you build up a brand, people still, even though you don't market anymore at that time, people still ask for you. People still text you, hey, I want to work with you. Hey, if you build up your business with clients that you already have and they, talk good about you, and then other people come through this recommendation of this person, then this business is still alive, even though you are not marketing for some period of time. Not that I recommend doing that, but in my case, I had no other option. I had no other choice. And yeah, of course, I did not make the best year financially I could have made this year, by far not. and I lost a bunch of money that I could have made, and I always did in the years before. I always leveled up my income. It was always doubled or whatever. I shoot it to the moon. But this year, I did not. And it's okay, because my health was more important. And maybe I will be again that crazy business person, or I'm not, and I'm okay with that too. So I just know what works for me personally, and what doesn't work anymore, and what did work, and how I want my life in the future to look like. And I want it to be more calm. I want it to be more balanced. I don't want to hustle anymore. I don't want to prove myself anymore. How lovable, how amazing I am, because I'm such an independent go-getter. So people, when they met me 2 years ago in Mexico, my friend Chase, Carlos, and Sonia, we sat down in a restaurant in Mexico, and I will never forget. And they told me, "Oh my God, Francie, you're such a go-getter. You're such an amazing business person. You're so driven. You're so ambitious." And I was. And I also thought I was healthy. I kind of was at that time. And I thought it will be constantly like this forever in my life, and everything is great. But again, life teaches you a lesson when you think like this over and over again. I was not even really grateful for the life I've built up myself anymore in the end. For me, it was normal. It was normal to fly sometimes business class or check into the best hotels. It was normal for me to, I don't know, be 6 months or even more a year traveling. It was normal. I did not really appreciate anymore what I've built up myself until I thought I'm gonna lose it. And at that moment, I become fucking grateful for every moment again. And last year, I sat down with my friend. No, actually this year. I sat down with my friend Sonia in Mexico. I took her hand and I cried. I had tears in my eyes, and I said, "You know what? It's the most beautiful moment that I can sit there with you. We're alive, we're healthy, and we can have this moment." And this is so much more important than any money in the world and anything else that you think you might have and might need and all this stuff, you know? So yeah, these were my realizations of this year. Was a tough one. Was the toughest one since 7-8 years that I had, to be honest. And it's not done yet. So let's see what life gives us. Trying to make the best out of it. It humbled me a lot. It brought me down from this place of, yeah, I'm the great business coach and I know everything and I can help everyone and let's rule the world. And yes, I am this person too. But I'm also just little Francie from the girl next door here in Augsburg, grounded, connected with my family, connected with my friends. Did a lot of healing also with my past traumatic family experiences and things that bothered me from past relationships that blocked me. And looked at all these topics that were fucking uncomfortable. And I think I'm not done yet. They're very uncomfortable. But I can sit here and say I'm proud for all the way I've went. I'm not regretting anything of it. I'm happy for where I'm standing now. And I'm curious and motivated and inspired and driven for what's coming next. And I hope you guys join me on this journey here as well. And let's see what life gives us then. I'm gonna check the comments. Krank werden in Mexiko ist ja nochmal eine andere Nummer härter. Ja, tatsächlich bin ich in Deutschland krank geworden. Ich habe mir ein Virus eingefangen und ab dem Virus ging es leider bergab. Sorry for the German. Somebody said, becoming ill in Mexico is even harder than somewhere else. And I said, I actually became sick when I was in Germany after getting a virus. And then all my health went down. So I got an autoimmune reaction with my thyroid, and it was complete hormone chaos. And until today, the doctors not really know what is exactly going on in my body. And I'm not done yet. I'm not through it. I'm better. Let's hope it gets better even. But Nobody knows. So let's pray, let's hope, let's do everything we can do to be as healthy as possible and to be free as possible. And the rest we can just accept and make the best out of it. How do I feel now? Thank you for the question. I would say I feel good, way better than before. Still a little bit anxious that it could get worse again, but as I'm focusing on having a good positive mindset, because that's also important for your health, I think I focus on that and creating good, helpful thoughts wherever I can. And I'm in peace, I would say, with myself. And I think that's something I never really could say, but I'm slowly getting there. So that's great too. I believe in you. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you so much. So yeah, this is a sentence. A lot of... What happened now? Holy shit. Oh my God, what did I do? Why is this happening now? Oh my goodness. I have no clue what happened now. Let's see. Oh my God. What is going on here? Okay, wow. This was weird. Never happened to me, but okay. I don't know why I'm on the filters now, but whatever. This is weird. Anyways, let's forget about this. It was spectacular. Very interesting. So yeah, the sentence "I believe in you" is something I hear I heard not often in my life. Because always when I did something or I wanted to do something, people called me crazy. So it never really happened that a school teacher or my parents, I mean my dad more, but yeah, I was always the crazy one. I was the black sheep everywhere I went. I was always the one not fitting into the normal box. I was always the one doing everything different than everybody else did. And so I kind of felt like I don't belong here. I don't belong there in this town. I don't belong in this country. I don't belong kind of in this family. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? And yeah, I'm still the different one. I'm Aquarius. I'm innovative. I'm crazy. I'm a rebel. I'm a riot. I'm somebody creating new systems. I'm somebody who always goes against the norm. That's in my energetic field, in my whatever. It's how I got born, and that's how I feel too. But in my ascendant, I don't know if you know about horoscope and stuff like that. In my ascendant, I'm Cancer. And Cancer is passionate, loving, heartful, super sensitive, sensible, family spirited, and want to connect to many people and in a deepness, in a deep level of connection. And I really feel, since I'm 30, I feel I'm getting more to that Cancer in me. And that's how it goes. Maybe you can check it if you want. Normally people, until they're 30, we say, in star sign and astrology, we say they're more like their normal star sign, like in my case Aquarius. But when they become 30, it changes, it transitions into more the direction of the ascendant. So I can tell for myself it's true. I feel it. I feel the wind of change. And I like it. I will always be a free-spirited person, but maybe a bit more grounded than before. And I like that. So let's see where the rest goes. Ja. Hast du noch Kontakt zu Annie? Do you have contact to Annie? Yeah, sometimes we write on Instagram. She's in South Africa right now with her boyfriend, husband, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, the black sheep mentality. I think a lot of people of you guys already felt like this too. And this is why you follow me, because you realize, oh my God, she's a black sheep like me. And we're different. We're crazy. We want to explore. We want to jump into everything and see, how does it actually feel? We don't want to have a normal routine life that is every fucking day the same, in the same town with the same people. We're not made for this. And a ship is not made to stay in the harbor. And that's how I feel. So I have to go out, I have to explore, I have to, feel what life is about. But at the same time, and that's what I realized too, I want to feel home. And the greatness of this is that I now feel home in 3 places. In Augsburg in Germany, in Ibiza, where I have my apartment, and in Mexico. So there everywhere are people where I feel like when I'm with them, this is my home. When I'm at this place, I feel home. And this is beautiful. So home is a place that is filled with love from the right people and not just a place. And that's what I learned too. And now, as I'm here in Augsburg, in my hometown, where I got born, I feel like I want to make peace with this town where I escaped. But I want to see the beauty of it again. I want to see again that it has beautiful sides. For example, today I went with my friend Irene into a coffee place here. We had amazing talks about our past and about what life is now about. And I passed some nice places that I know from my teenage age, and it reminded me of a great time too. And every time, every period in life has something beautiful and it has something challenging. And it's great to think about it and reminisce a little bit. And yeah, no path is easy, no life is always filled with just amazingness. Everyone has their things to carry on their backs. And what we can do is to learn to ride the waves better and be thankful and grateful for everything we have to experience on this beautiful journey while we're here, because we never know when it's the last moment to enjoy it. And life is so precious. It's so precious. Every moment it is, and we should be more thankful and humble and grateful for this journey that we go through. So yeah, being grateful for what we have and be dedicated and driven for an even brighter future. And that's what we can create from today on. Heal the past, be present in the here and now, focused on a great future. And I think this is the balance how we should navigate our life, not being all the time just in the past and not just in the future and not just only in the present. I know a lot of spiritual teachers will tell you, yeah, you just have to be in the present moment and enjoy this present moment. Yes, that's true. If you cannot have this, it doesn't matter what you create in the future. You will never feel, oh, I arrived or I feel good here. It always will be like that. But only being in the present, I see it in the spiritual community that I'm in. That's not what we're made of. Humans are made for creation. We're made for development. We're made for building something. And if we just sit here meditating, does it really help the planet to just sit here and meditate? Or can we create from that place of peace, boldness, groundedness, love, freedom? So I think we need it all. And yeah, I'm here. If you want to have somebody at your side that helps you create a freedom life, helps you create a more fulfilled life, a more fulfilled business, a more successful business. Or if you want to learn how to be more fulfilled with yourself, more grounded, more free, but not only on a financial or location dependent time point of view, but more on a way of emotionally free. And it's a journey. It's nothing that you arrive and that's it. I'm not arrived either. You will never arrive at this place where you say, I'm fully healed, I'm fully successful, I'm fully feeling amazing, happy, whatever. And it always will not stay like this. So it's always like this. And I think what we can do is practice to learn how to ride the waves. And I can guide you through this if you want to. Like I said, I work with over 1,000 people building up their business, building up their dream life, working from anywhere, doing something that they really love doing. And I can help you too. If you're interested, then text me. I'm curious to know about your situation. Tell me where you're standing right now. What should really change for yourself? You can also write in the comments if you want. or in a direct message, and then we see what we can create for you and what is possible to change even by starting kind of today. And yeah, I'm happy to serve again. I'm happy to come back slowly to my full strengths, and let's see what we else can create in the next years. And I'm curious, I'm open, and I'm very, very, very driven and inspired, and can't wait for everything that we can create together. So very thankful for all the trust, for all the love that you gave me in the last 8 years. That was my update from Augsburg. That was my journey from the last months, from the last years. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys could take something out of this for yourself. Sometimes it's not easy, the paths that we take, but when we're looking back on it, we realize why some things needed to happen like they needed to happen, and maybe we can understand better and enjoy the journey of life better. So yeah, thank you for your support, thank you for your love and trust, and yeah, we speak soon. Text me if I can help you with anything. Please just reach out to me. And for everybody who want to work with me face to face, see me live in Mexico, and also reconnect to themselves in beautiful nature in Mexico, we host our retreat end of January in the beautiful Mexican jungle, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing and epic. This place is the most stunning I've ever seen, probably. It's my absolute favorite thing to do right now, to host retreats with yoga, with dancing, with coaching, with nice experiences, good food, amazing people, real deep connection, yoga, acro yoga, different things, ice bath, breathwork, meditation. We have so much things planned. So in case this is calling you and you really want to connect deeper to yourself, learn more, grow more, but also find out what's actually driving you, what ignites a fire in you, and how you want to change your life in the future to the better and create a plan for doing so. Come to my retreat. Can't wait to see you there. Check out the link in my bio, and if you feel like building up an own business, you can also reach out to me. I'm offering one-to-one coaching sessions, or also group coaching sessions, German speaking, but the rest one-to-one I can also do in English if you want, and soon in Spanish because I'm practicing my Spanish, and maybe one day I'm gonna do my coachings also in Spanish. Let's see if that will happen one day. Would be amazing. So thank you so much for listening. I also upload this on my podcast, created podcast, also the link in the bio if you are interested to have more input from me, listen to more talks. There are talks in English and in German. So speak soon. It was nice speaking with you finally again. I hope you enjoyed it. Mwah. Bye. Besitos from Germany, soon from Mexico again.